FuzzJockRadio.
It's nice to add a little, bit of character into the clubhouse, and I think he's gonna bring that over time.
It's something that I fear. I understand that I have responsibility.
To hit my first gritty in front of the London fans, so it was definitely exciting. I definitely had to get in the end zone this time for sure.
Radio.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back. We're here. And we're live.
And the audience is on time.
We're here and live. The thing is I let the audience in. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, it's cool. You guys can calm down a little bit. It's fine. If you need to leave, that's fine too. It doesn't matter. Everything's fine. If you want to be here, that's cool. If you don't want to be here, that's fine too. I see that some people are leaving. That's okay. As soon as they leave, I'm not going to talk shit about them. It'll be a good thing.
Hey guys,
we are live and
gals.
We are back.
Ladies and gentle thems.
And we're gonna be here live in the studio. And if you need to take off, once again, audience members, if you need to take off, you can totally take off. Because I understand that there's a lot of different things going on. But I would love for you to stay. But if you need to go, you can totally go.
I'll be here.
That. But we are here. And once again, this is FuzzJockRadio.
Season 7, Episode 4.
This is FuzzJockRadio Season 7, Episode 4.
FuzzJockening.
As one of our guests, James, just mentioned. That's James. Hey. Say hello, James.
Hello. I'm James.
You're James. You didn't do the joke that everybody usually does.
Oh, what's that?
That's that. Oh, hi, James.
Hi. Say hello, James. Hello. Yeah, okay.
You know that thing? That joke?
Yeah.
But, this is a podcast, a sports podcast that doesn't take other people's bits and reuse them without asking. And I don't know who...
No, we take our own bits, though. We reuse that shit so much.
Do you think there's an author of that joke?
Of the bitty bits?
Of that joke of, say hi, Fuzzy.
Oh,
hi, Fuzzy.
Yeah, it was Lord Grampington.
Well, I don't know who Lord Grampington is, so I'm not going to use that joke. And then we have another guest all the way up in the Twin Cities. And their name is...
Expert Andy.
Expert Andy's back.
Well,
come on, audience.
Hey, everyone.
Here, right?
It's Expert Andy.
Yeah. Oh,
that's fine.
Quick.
That's fine.
Expert Andy's back here with a lot of knowledge, I'm sure, because you are an expert. Right?
Brim. Bowl to the brim.
So say hello, Expert Andy.
Hello, Expert Andy.
He just did the joke. He just did the joke.
Yep.
And then I'm
going to say Bob Hope invented it.
Yeah.
Oh, you think Bob Hope did invent a lot of jokes? I don't know much more than that. My name is Fuzzy.
Oh, hi, Fuzzy.
Hello, Fuzzy. Oh, shoot. No, I'm into that joke. My name is Fuzzy. I'm one of your guests. And we are a podcast about sports. And we are in Season 7, Episode 4. I think I already mentioned that, didn't I?
Yeah, I did. We all mentioned
Do we need to restart this episode?
No, let's not.
I didn't mention it.
Okay.
Let's not.
Okay. We got a lot of things to go over. We are going to go through all the things that we have to go over.
Yeah.
And then maybe add a couple things at the end. And kind of see how that goes, right? That's we are in Season 7, Episode 4. And should we just get into it, guys?
Yeah. We could take a moment and
That's right.
Whew.
I've kind of...
Let's center ourselves.
Okay. You think I'm not centered?
No, I'm not, dude. It's fine. Don't
like,
take it personally.
I'm like one of the most centered persons.
Yeah, I know. We all agree.
You sure?
Yes.
Why are you even bringing it up?
Because we are going to do this.
Okay. So...
What's been up?
How's your week been? Jameis.
Well, it's been all right. It's been all right. Feel like I've done a lot of cool things. There's one really cool thing we did on the weekend. We'll get into that later.
We did.
We did a cool thing. It was fun. But yeah, apart from the cool things, I've been kind of feeling letting myself be kind of in a downer, making myself relax more in those in between times, and being fine with that.
That's cool.
Just kind of, it's not today. I've kind of had that kind of downer feeling of like a bit of that muck where it's just a little foggy, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna like be cool being in the fog and the muck.
That's what
The
kind of say that's good to just kind of embrace the feeling that you're in, and then just kind of be okay with that. Like, it's kind of a self-compassion type of thing, isn't it?
So yeah, perhaps that's what I'm kind of doing.
No, that's good. I mean, it's not good that you're feeling in the muck, but
no, but it's
The acceptance is positive.
it's fine because it came from exuding a lot of energy doing all these fun things that we did before that.
sure.
So yeah, it's been cool.
Splinter, I would ask you how your week has been, but you haven't been here for a week, so please tell us everything that you've done, how you felt about it, and extrapolate a little bit more from since the last time that we've had you on the show. We've had you on the show
19 times.
Was it 19
No,
times?
definitely not 19 times.
More than once, though,
I'm going to guess 5.
5?
Maybe 5 times.
That's more than JMO's.
Maybe
I'm
4.
gonna go count them.
You're going to go.
You'll find out.
This is probably 5. Anyway, so since last time, I've made some plans, had expectations met.
Yeah.
I've had disappointments.
Mm-hmm.
I've achieved goals, regretted them, turned around and gone back the other way.
Okay.
And I think I'm all right with it.
It sounds like you've dealt with some human experiences since the last time.
Human experience.
Yeah, man.
that's what
That
we're
was
here for.
that was a good string of just like. I know you're being more general in your description, but I mean, I like that string of phrases.
Human experiences.
Yeah, dude, that sounds about right.
That's something that I think a lot of people should realize is that we're all dealing with human experiences throughout time. We couldn't be humans without
I'm no
those.
expert on human experience.
Oh.
Is anybody an expert on human experience? I mean, like, there's definitely people that are knowledgeable, but like experts are pretty strong.
You'd have to be pretty old.
That's no one in the realm of that kind of knowledge would ever embrace anything such definitively.
I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Like 1,000 years from now, if things are different, and 1,000 years is a long time from now, right? And we have a lot of people that are in like therapy and therapies and talking to a lot of people, and all those records are sealed, in privacy and whatnot. What happens like 1,000 years from now, and the humans 1,000 years from now are able to access those records of all the different things that have happened in the human? Because I'm thinking like human experience, a lot of psychology people are pretty knowledgeable of people's human experiences because they're told what other people have been going through, right? They're talking about it.
They probably won't be able to plug in like the drives.
Well, what if they are able to read all those records and compile all those records into one big database or whatever they call it 1,000 years from now? Like, those people will be the experts on human experience, or at least the human experience that we were dealing with in the 2000s or 90.
Oh man,
This is not a futurist podcast.
I hope they at least develop some really good futuristic rom-coms on some of the things they collect. Maybe start like an amusement park themed on 2000s era, trauma
It's like that time on that television show when the monsters showed up demanding to see the last episode of Ally McBeal.
Yeah. Oh man,
What? I've never heard of that.
that's a Futurama episode.
Oh, it's a Futurama episode. Okay, cool. That's that show is based in the future, and unfortunately, we are like expert Andy mentioned. We are not a futuristic podcast or a futurist podcast.
We do record our podcast for the future.
We are adding to the human experience of. We're adding our human right? Like we're adding to the collection of that total human experience that a thousand year from now, humans or whatever they are.
Yeah.
AI probably.
Yeah, they'll read all the zeros and ones, and they'll get our full catalog of this podcast.
Speaking of AI, did you see that that one guy? Don't remember his name, and if you remember his name and know who I'm talking about, don't mention his name because I really don't want his name mentioned in this podcast.
Okay,
But
yeah.
did you see that he invented robots?
Whoa!
First time ever. He's like, yo,
Sick.
there's a robot. And then the robot walked out on two hind legs and was like, yo, I'm a robot. And then it's like, I've never seen a robot before. Like they have all those things in the car making lines, like those.
It's like he got
Those
that idea. He
machines
probably
that are-
Those are just machines.
Those aren't
simple
ro-
machines.
Those aren't robots.
he watches Futurama. Confirmed.
Yeah.
Took
So,
the idea.
robots now exist in our universe. Isn't that wild? This is kind of like, guys, where C-dubs will usually ask, like, otherwise I'll just keep on going on. Like,
Oh, hey, Fuzzy.
yeah, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Oh, not much.
Cool.
Just doing a podcast.
Nice. You've been doing fuzzy things?
I don't know. What do you mean?
You've been
This is where, no.
saying fuzzy stuff?
Splinter, maybe you can do it. Splinter, go. Hey, Fuzzy.
Hey, Fuzzy, how was your week?
Oh, my week? You guys want to know how my week was?
I just wanted to know what's up.
Yeah, I know. And I told you I'm doing a podcast right now. My week was pretty good.
Me too. I'm doing that. Sorry.
I didn't interrupt you when you were.
I know.
My week was pretty good. Did some fuzzy things. I suppose James just wants to get into it.
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
Baseball is not fun again in Minnesota. Just like the last week, we lost again. I was just gonna. The Twins. When I say we, I mean the Twins. I suppose it's not my team really.
Territorially.
The Minnesota Twins. It's Minnesota's, like not the state, not the people, right? Because
No.
we're not like the Packers. We don't own stake in the Twins, do we?
Oh, that'd be tight though if we did.
Well, we do own a piece of the stadium through taxes.
You know what? I
Also-
think that maybe this is for a different podcast, but I'm just going to throw this out there. Maybe the Pohlads and the Glenn Taylors of the world, these sports people should pay us and give us maybe what do you call that? The living wage thing, or not? Maybe the living wage, but like a
UBI, universal income.
yeah. There's a lot of money in it. We're building them stadiums.
Maybe we'd go to their
maybe that's a
shows.
spot where we
Or
start
maybe
looking
we go to
for
their games,
some
and the
UBI.
Twins wouldn't have one of the worst attendance years that they haven't had since, like, I don't know, a long
Last year.
time.
They just had their worst attendance year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they should put some 20s in those T-shirt gun machines.
They should, just maybe let us go to games for free.
Well, okay, so baseball is not fun in Minnesota. If you're looking at, just the numbers, win, lose, this or that, there has been a
As
lot
in
of
77 wins and 83 losses.
Yeah, and-
0.481. That's not even 50%, under 50%. Just to clarify.
But yeah, it's the numbers are bad. The performances aren't great, but when we focus so much on the numbers, we do minimize the moments and accomplishments that do happen, even in a losing game.
Kind of sound
know?
like our coach Rocco.
Yeah,
In losing in the game that they lost, they're like, "Oh, how do you feel?" He's usually like, "Well, it sucks, but look at what this pitcher did. Look how this person, because like you're saying, there are silver linings, right?"
yeah, And they mean whatever you want them to mean to you. And but there's I think there's a lot to unpack with just how downhill the Twins season has gone in the last month or two. So, I believe we had September, and I think I mentioned this in an earlier episode, a September MLB worst record in the league. And there's been enough reporting done on this and opinions on this with our crazy amount of injuries and how often our injuries are re-injured and then not even coming back from injuries.
Well, I was going to count how many losses they had in September, and it's actually easier to count how many wins they had in September. Because they had more.
Yeah, Steve wins.
They're like 10 and 17 in September, I believe.
That's not good.
But and a lot of criticism of the higher ups with Baldelli's quick hook, they'll say, how he'll pull his pitchers almost by a formula. And criticisms of the front office.
Spreadsheet, maybe?
Yeah, and criticisms of the front office. And, I mean, at this point, say what you have, whatever opinions you have about the front office and Baldelli's coaching, they're going to be back next year. So there's not going to be a change there. And I believe the front office has noted that they are looking into, like, medical regiments, training regiments, off-season training to maybe address like how bad the injuries got and how deep the injuries got.
Yeah, I suppose there's something to it. They're not doing something correctly.
But on the bright side, we get to shove it to the Yankees again with Arise winning the batting title.
Did he win it?
Not yet.
He's pretty much got it wrapped up.
We have 3 games left.
Well, we have 3 games left.
Yeah, he could lose it, but he won't.
Yeah. Last I checked, I believe today it's at like 314 and Judge is at 311.
And did Judge get his home run yet?
He's still at 61 today.
So he's going for 62 because if you don't remember, audience, the record is at 61.
No one has ever hit more than that.
And so he is going for home run.
one.
He's going for home run balls. And so which will make his swing more erratic, I would say, right? And so
absolutely. His swing is messed up right now. He's thinking about 62.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would think so. So that'll help Arise stay in the lead.
A triple crown would be nice, wouldn't it?
So would you?
A triple crown has not happened since 1972.
That would be pretty cool. But if he doesn't get it, I'm happy that Arise can get it because Arise is great, and people should know Arise's name as much as they know Judge's name.
Absolutely,
and not just for sticking it to the Yankees.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so, like, my question about that whole thing is do you think that? Well, maybe should this be the fuzz question of the week?
Well, here we go.
We all know what that sound means, or what this jingle is. It's time for the
Fuzz Question of the Week.
This is when I ask a question and the other has answer that question with their opinion. And the question, and then we don't really talk about why their answer is the way they think it is. They just we just move on. But I kind of want. Well, no, we don't need to extrapolate anyway.
Let's do it.
So the question of the week is: if you were a pitcher pitching against Judge, would you make sure that he got walked over getting a hit, or over getting that home run? Jameis.
No.
Splinter.
Depends on the situation.
And that was
Fuzz Question of the Week.
that was a good question of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, more Twins talk because the postseason's coming up.
I
here.
believe pitchers just got to pitch the way they pitch, and probably think about that 62, and try not to think about that 62. and just try to like do their thing normally. So they're trying to have
You're
good pitches.
extrapolating on the Fuzz question of the week.
No,
right now, aren't
I'm
you?
just talking about a thing
No,
randomly.
that's just general baseball.
Yeah,
See,
just
that's a
baseball.
that's a good question though, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do, like, because that's kind of an asshole move to make sure that he
Yeah,
doesn't get it.
I
too,
mean,
right?
yeah, I don't think anyone's
Do you pitch
doing
around
anything.
like as a coach? Do you pitch around him?
You pitch to him like
Because
the
that's
threat
a-
that he has been and always is. You know, you
that's
just
a-
pitch to Judge like he's Judge,
So that's the thing,
right?
like you pitch. There's good if you're pitching against good hitters that are known to hit home runs. Sometimes you pitch around them,
You do.
and then
That's what you want to do.
like as no like I mean like as in like doing a intentional walk, pitch around him. That's what I guess. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Like intentional walks.
The intentional walk.
That's that's an asshole move, but at the same time, you don't want him to hit the 62 home run off of your
Yeah.
team or off of your pitcher, and that pitcher absolutely doesn't want to be the 62.
Well,
Fuzz question of the week.
Okay,
well, let's before the postseason, let's just hope that Arise is feeling all right. He has been playing through some pretty sore hamstring issues.
yeah, his
He was-
hamstring's been hurting him
yeah.
for like the last couple weeks, like month or so, right?
Yeah, but this guy's like, he's going for that. He wants that title, and he's gonna play as best he can when he can through the end. So, put a lot of hope out there for Arise to, feel better, and make these last 3 games and get that batting title.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Any more Twins? Do we have more stuff?
No, not until next week.
Not
Then
until
we'll
next
talk
week.
about the Twins again.
Because we do have 3 more games left.
Yes.
And they're definitely out of the wild card, right? Or do they
Like
still have
2
a chance?
games left
Yeah.
now, I think.
Do they have a
actually.
chance to get in the wild card still?
No.
Under 500?
No, the
I think they're
postseason.
official.
The postseason is decided. Do you want to know all the teams that are in?
Absolutely.
That's okay. Let's
Yeah,
see.
that would be great.
It is decided.
While
I
we're
just gotta pull that up.
waiting for James to pull that up, remember that we do not have advertisements in the FuzzJock Radio or Fuzz Talk Radio because we do not enjoy our programming to be interrupted by ads. However, if you'd like to support us, make sure to go to fuzzjockshop.com and buy a t-shirt. And that's the only ad you'll hear from us is ads for ourselves. And back to normal programming.
Yeah, give us money personally anytime you want.
If you want to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
James, you had the...
Yes. Okay. So, let's go over this first. We have in the AL, Houston and Yankees and Cleveland took their division, and Toronto, Seattle, Tampa Bay took the wild card. So Baltimore out of the race. That's in the American League. On the National League, we of course have the Dodgers at 110 wins.
110. Nice.
110. I think record's like 114 or 160. It's probably like, I bet the Twins did 162 one year. So that's probably the
Yeah.
record.
I
Anyway,
think it was
so,
the Mariners.
yeah.
116, I want to say.
Okay. That sounds right. But we got Dodgers, Braves, Cardinals, and the wild card. Mets are secure in the wild card. It looks like it's looking like the Brewers will be out of the wild card. So we'll have the Mets, Padres, and Phillies. Go Kyle Gibson. He pitches for
Also,
the Phillies.
the 1906 Cubs also won 116 game.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. So we have a good postseason to look forward to.
And this
Go
is-
Dodgers.
Let's see. So we got, Yankees and Houston, Braves and Dodgers with the bye. So, Cleveland Cleveland Guardians and the Tampa Bay Rays, and then Mariners and Blue Jays.
Okay.
And then in the National League, Phillies and Cardinals will play to take on the Braves, and the Padres and Mets face each other to take on the Dodgers.
Okay.
Oof. That's some matchups, man.
Are you ready for some football?
Monday Night Football just got done. Not have any idea who played. Did you watch the game, James?
49ers won by a lot.
Against who?
The Broncos. Right? Nah, it was the Broncos.
I don't know. We didn't look. I didn't watch the game, so
I looked it up once, and I forgot what I looked up.
Nobody has a phone to look it up either. So
yeah, and Janine Garoppolo did good. He scored many runs for his squadron, and Monday Night Football seemed to have passed us by without much notice. Because I don't know, man, no one got excited about it. Yeah, it was the Rams.
Or it's just that we didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But we
I
did
don't know
watch.
that anyone else did either, honestly.
Probably not. And then we did watch the Vikings because we know that they're 3-1. They played, and I know that they played in London. So
because it was on early.
Oh man,
8 a.m. Oh no, wait a minute. I didn't watch the Vikings either. Do you know anything about the Vikings game? They played at 8 a.m. in London.
That was
I
too
tried
early
to get
for
up,
me. But they were playing.
The kicking game played a big role.
They were playing.
Wait a minute.
I don't know, but are you sure?
Are you being facetious?
No, it really did.
Did
it was
it really?
a double doink to end the game. Yes.
Oh, the double doink. What's a double doink?
Beautiful.
What does that mean?
Can you explain a double doink?
So the kick was up. It was a 61-yard field goal to tie the game. The Saints were going to tie it. It hit off the side crossbar, and then it bounced off the bottom crossbar, and then it bounced back.
Oh, the doink is off of the bar things. Wow, dude.
It was fantastic.
Oh.
A double doink. Can you imagine? 61-yard field goal.
61 yards? That's how long it went?
He had hit a 60-yarder like a minute before that. They traded
Holy
field goals
cow.
at the end
So
3
that's-
times.
Wow.
Who's our kicker? What's his name? Give him a promotion?
So that's why. Okay, so that's why. Like earlier, before the show, Splinter had mentioned how the announcers made the joke of how the Londoners would really enjoy this game because it was a kick came down to kicking, and referring to how they don't have regular football or not regular football. They don't have
regular football.
They don't have NFL football in London. They have soccer. And
not
like,
pigskin football.
That doesn't sound. It sounds like they're being mean, but now it sounds.
That sounds like exciting.
Sounds exciting.
Mean spirited. The Vikings also missed an extra point, which would have
Oh.
solved the whole thing.
Really?
Well,
But yeah, a double doink.
okay.
Seeing that long field goal off the sidebar.
So none of us watched that game.
No, I'm envisioning it, so I'm like watching it in my mind right now.
Yeah.
Like imagine this.
Well, I can see it in my mind. It
Yeah,
hit
dude.
the bar, and then it hit the other bar, and then it didn't go in, right?
No, it did go in.
No,
For
it didn't-
us.
No,
when
it did not.
It did not go in.
What?
Yeah,
No,
This was the Saints kicking.
but
oh, I thought it was the Vikings did it.
no.
Oh man, I was
no,
envisioning something way more epic. You guys should have been there with me.
No.
Oh, I wish I could have seen
So the game that I did watch was the Miami Dolphins game that the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins quarterback got hurt. Tua, I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Tua Tagovailoa.
He got
Tagovailoa.
he got hurt.
Tagovailoa.
He got hurt really bad, really
It's
bad.
horrible.
It was a play that you did not want to see again. That type of player getting hurt. And I'm not going to even really describe what happened because, I mean, he hit his head and then his hands did certain things that that somebody has a head injury, and it just looks very gross, and it's definitely something that you don't want to
see twice. And then the broadcast decided to play it like 4 times and then went to break and played it like 3 more times.
That's horrifically irresponsible.
Explained, you don't know what horrifically irresponsible about this is, really. That's just part of this. But then they explained how the hands doing what they were doing indicates a head injury, and they just keep showing this over and over, and it's like, you guys have no idea how he's going to be after this, and you could be replaced. Like, luckily he's okay, and it was a concussion, but he went straight. They took him off on a stretcher, so it looked horrible. A concussion's horrible anyway, right?
His second one in 4 days,
and that's the other horrific, irresponsible thing that happened in this one play of somebody getting very hurt and very injured, was that everybody, and that was something else that was really weird to me, is that everybody kept on saying last week's game, in which technically it was last week's game on paper, but in the calendar days, it was only 4 days ago, because they played that Thursday night.
Yeah.
And then they played on Sunday. And that Thursday night game, Tua got hurt in that game, and when he got up, it looked like he was stumbling around a little bit, and absolutely looked like he got dazed. He hit his head. And
they said it was a back injury.
The Dolphins staff had a doctor look it over, had people look it over, and said that it was a back injury, not a head injury, because if it was a head injury, if it was a concussion, there's a protocol that he has to be out for so many days and go through certain battery of tests to make sure that he's not dealing with a concussion anymore. And concussions are horrible. I don't know if you guys ever known anybody that's gotten a concussion before. I do. I've been around somebody. And sometimes it takes months, sometimes years, to fully recover from a concussion, depending on how bad it is and what part of the brain it injures. And they said it was a back injury, when absolutely on tape it looked like it wasn't. And then he played 4 days later, and he got thrown to the ground and hit his head right on the turf, and it just looked horrible. And
he did come back in the third quarter and win the first one.
In the first one, yeah, that's the other thing. He can't, it's not that that injury took him out of the game. They did a protocol, said it was his back, and then they put him back in the game. Didn't even take him out for the whole game.
And he made the comeback.
And there's currently that guy's fired, and there's currently an investigation
the doctor is fired. That's good.
Into if there's because this looks like intention to subvert a concussion protocol, right? At the endangerment of this man, and to the benefit of winning a game or something.
And if there's anybody else that's involved with it, hopefully those people get repercussions as well. I'm not gonna conjuncture on who might also be involved or anything, but if there is,
Tua is currently stable. He flew back with the team.
Yep.
And coach has said there's no sign of any further damage other than the diagnosed concussion.
And people that broadcast these games, if a player gets injured live on TV, please do not keep showing the play that got them injured. Do not try to diagnose what's going on with them, because you are not doctors. And seeing somebody break their leg or hit their head on the ground, and I don't want to see that. And if I don't want to see it, I know other people don't want to see it. That's not why I'm tuned into football or any sport.
It's something that's gratuitous, and has the same effect as anyone who's horrified by gore or pornography or something.
I don't want to see it.
You know?
I'm here to watch football. I'm here to watch people get touchdowns and enjoy the game. It's a game. It's not something
So
to watch.
cut away from that.
Please.
It's not a snuff film.
It's not.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, for real. Stop putting snuff on television.
Also,
Fucked up.
We do have a new segment.
Oh, good. Whew.
Beloved Eric, beloved
Regular Eric Blake.
beloved regular Eric Blake is now going to be part of FuzzJock pretty much every week. And here is that segment. Oh.
Dad, what's a beloved regular?
Haha. Well, Ginger, when a podcast loves a guest very much, they have them on at least once a season. Even if their opinions are unpopular, their taste is warped, and sometimes their audio input isn't that great.
And what do they call the time that someone like that is allotted?
Allotted, good word, Ginger. Well, they call that
The longest 90 seconds of your life.
Presented by beloved regular Eric Blake here on FuzzJockRadio, a Fuzz Talk Radio production.
Hello, that beep means we are going. Oh, yes. Wow, what a crowd. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, but we really should get going. They are going to cancel this if it's no good. No, I know, thank you so much. It is me, beloved regular, Eric Blake. Yes, yes, thank you, okay. Okay, let's get settled down. Let's settle down. Thank you so much. Hello to my fellow Hests, Fuzzy, Jamez, and Splinter.
Hey,
I hope you're all having good nights. Say hello.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, but don't talk over me.
What?
Well, I just want to get right into it because I know I've only got 90 seconds on this segment, and the first thing I know you want me to talk about is the Miami Dolphins butt punt. Oh, okay. I see we've got some fans in the crowd. That's great. Yeah, go Dolphins. Okay, well, let's all settle down. They are going to cancel this segment if it is no good. Okay, if I could just... I gotta have you settle down, crowd. You're a great crowd. I mean, don't give yourself a hand. Wait until the end. It's been great. You're a great crowd. I gotta get back to Fuzzy and the Hests, or I am not gonna be able to have a segment anymore. You have got to let me get back to my coverage, okay? Okay. Alright, so back to the butt punt. I have to say, it wasn't as bad as the Bengals' issues when their long snapper was out. The kick rebounded off of number 14 wide receiver Trent Sherfield. Now, did he back up a bit too much when providing protection? Maybe. Does he simply have too much ass? Well, I think...
The longest 90 seconds of your life.
Presented by beloved regular Eric Blake here on FuzzJockRadio, a Fuzz Talk Radio production.
next week on Longest 90 Seconds of Your Life.
Where do they get the computers from?
Who made the recording?
Why are they so unwilling to release information?
And how's that gonna work when I'm, actually a guest on the show?
Oh my god. I think we just blew the lid off this whole...
Oh, thank you, Eric. Really appreciate that. Next, however, the butt punt topic we already discussed. We don't want to discuss past topics, but we really appreciate you chiming in.
Yeah, I wonder what he thinks about the butt punt, though. Really, man, that seemed like it was just getting good too. It was like, ooh,
you know,
so much anticipation.
That was like the.
Well, you know what I really enjoy is how energetic our audience is. Yeah, good job, audience. You guys are doing a great job. Give yourself a round of applause because you're doing a really good job. Keep it up. However, so yeah, that was that.
Let's talk that thing.
Should we talk about this?
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Yeah! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it!
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball
is
season.
fun again in Minnesota.
Yeah, it really is. Basketball season is coming. Is it right around the corner?
Mm-hmm.
When is the basketball season? When's the first game?
It's I don't know. When is Splinter? When is the first game?
October 1st.
Nice.
It's October 1st already, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
That's right. So it can't be October 1st.
I saw that the Los Angeles Clippers and the Lakers played today, so like it started. I just don't know the Wolves schedule, which is kind of funny because, man, we did that thing. Okay, let's talk about that thing.
Okay.
And I don't even know why we couldn't get a schedule there. we
Well,
were at the Target Center.
Did you even look?
I did. I walked around and I saw.
I didn't look. I didn't even look now that you bring it up. I didn't even look for a schedule.
They're in Miami tomorrow night.
I think I saw the schedule.
Is it preseason or the regular season?
What was that?
Preseason.
Yeah. So the
First game is October 19th.
The first game is October 19th against the Oklahoma City Thunder at 7 p.m. So we got a week.
That's so far
or
away.
two. It's not, but we do have a lot of preseason games, and we had preseason practice, and we went to preseason practice, aka FanFest, and we, as in me and James, Splinter didn't make it, unfortunately, but that's okay. But it was. How was it? Did you like it?
That was fun. I had some qualms initially about doing something in a big crowded thing that I haven't done, too much recently. And but when anyway, it was fun to go with our friends and past guests, Intelligent Design and
Ilpo.
And Ilpo.
Yeah, we went up with Ilpo and Intelligent
And our
Design
friend
Bobby, and we got to see the new team, and it's pretty awesome. We got D'Lo at point, Karl Anthony Towns, Ant, and Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
And then the fifth player on the team will be McDaniels, and then they also have J-Mac still, and Torian Prince, and
Naz Reid.
And it's going to be a great time. Unfortunately, we don't have Beasley anymore or
Pat Bev.
Pat Bev
will do good, though.
Or Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
But we did have to get rid of some of them to get the best defensive player in the league, which is Rudy Gobert. Ooh. Did you know that, Splinter, that last year was the best?
Number one.
He was the number one.
Well, it's going to be interesting with two giant centers.
Well, that's the thing, is that Karl Anthony Towns is the best three-point shooter in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So that allows him to move out to the point or move out to the arc a little bit more by having somebody down in the post for him. He doesn't have to worry about being the center as much as before, and he's not really good defensive center, Karl.
But it's gonna be. Oh man, I can't wait to see how it gels. It was, and that's what we got a preview of in that practice. And one thing I could definitely notice, and I remember walking out there and being like, "Man, Rudy Gobert he's big." And that's his wingspan. So like the reach of his arms, like he can guard.
How tall is Rudy Gobert?
7'1".
That's
7'1".
And he could guard two players easily. Like when he picks or like does that, like he's just surrounding the other player. And like, you can get a lot of breaks around him. It looked really good.
It looked really good. And another thing that I really enjoyed was that D'Lo spoke in front of the entire audience. He was the kind of the leader of the Fan Fest to kind of tell us what was going on and to tell us what the Timberwolves expect for the season from us as fans. And that was something that D'Lo was a person that we spoke about quite a bit at the end of last season, thinking that he was going to be leaving to become a Laker so we could get LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
However, Beverly is the one that we got rid of to become a Laker, and we didn't get LeBron. LeBron stayed. And when I started thinking about that and seeing D'Lo kind of to be the leader at the beginning of this season, it kind of like I started putting a little bit more 2 and 2 together of what was happening at the end of last season, with D'Lo looking like he wasn't having a good time, D'Lo being talked about being traded. Like, it wasn't just us talking about him being traded, but it was quite a few people speculating that D'Lo was going to be leaving after this season. And it was just weird to talk about that because we specifically got D'Lo to be with his best friend, quote unquote best friend, Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, they're buds.
And after this season, it seemed like, well, maybe they're not getting along anymore. And now that we're here in this season and we got rid of Beverly, it made sense what was going on. And what that is that, to me, is that Beverly was bulldozing over everybody, as he does, and we really enjoyed it. As in, like, Beverly was taking over the team. He was the vocal one on the court. He was the one directing a lot of the traffic by the end of the season, and it was supposed to be D'Lo's team, but there's Pat Bev taking it over. And so then the organization noticed that and was like, no, this is supposed to be D'Lo and
D'Lo Cat
and Carl's
D'Lo Cat and Ant.
D'Lo Cat and Ant. The three letter
D'Lo Cat and Ant.
D'Lo Cat and Ant. And Gobert. But does that
We'll just call him
you
Gob.
guys following where I'm going with this? Is that Beverly was the problem?
Well, he was. I wouldn't call. I wouldn't
maybe
phrase
not the
it.
problem, but
yeah, not a problem. I mean, he was a really strong presence and a great
he was
player.
D'Lo's
but
problem because D'Lo,
he just kind of filled that role, and we had both these guys and their personalities or their strengths in the game, both vying for the same role.
Yes,
right,
yes, and and the organization decided to stay with D'Lo, which I think is probably a good. This
is wonderful.
Because then it's just not one person's team; it's everybody's team. It's Gobert and Karl and D'Lo and Ants and McDaniels and everybody's team.
It's an exciting year.
I wanted to bring up that there is a player that I kind of want to make sure that we keep track of over the season. Is a rookie, is a 19-year-old. While I was at the Fan Fest, he just for some reason seemed to stick out. He's probably going to be one of the best players in the world in the future.
Yeah, he is.
Josh Minot. He is a Jamaican-American professional basketball player for the Minnesota Timberwolves of the National Basketball Association. He's played college basketball for the Memphis Tigers. He's 6'8", 205 pounds. He's from Boca Raton, Florida. And when I don't know, he just seemed like somebody that was there that wasn't a try-hard. He wasn't like, he was trying hard and trying to learn things, but he wasn't like there was another player on the team that I'm not going to mention his name, but it looked like he was trying too hard,
Like he was attempting to be the hot shot.
Yeah. And this guy, Joshua, was like, I'm here to learn, right? And that's kind of he looked like the player to watch. And that's so I'm going to ask the blind refs to make a sounder for him.
Yeah.
They
should fulfill our every requests
Mm-hmm.
in audio production.
Splinter, do you have any more NBA news, or James? Do you have anything else about FanFest that you wanted to speak about, or?
I could just kind of wrap it up and say it was a fun time to do that with friends, travel with friends, fitting a bunch of people in a car. Uncomfortable, but kind of haven't done that in a long time, and makes you remember things. And it was a really fun time, and appreciated D'Lo thanking fans for the
Yep.
season they had
Yep, it
last
was
year
good.
too.
That
So
was good. Splinter, any NBA news you want to go over?
I think that about covers it.
What is slashing?
Slashing is like that,
So on to NHL, the Wild are 3-0 in the preseason.
yeah, they're doing good. They played today. Yesterday played the Blackhawks, beat them 3-0. Tomorrow we'll play the Blues, 7 p.m. And we have, looks like 2 more preseason games. In our first season, the Wild will play the Rangers on Thursday, October 13th at 7 p.m. Brought to you by A Place.
When does the season start?
That's what I said. Thursday, October 13th at 7 p.m.
And when does the season start?
I don't know.
October 13th. Okay, cool. Well,
we said October 19th for the other one, man. That's going to be...
Yeah, and we're gonna so we're gonna have a lot of sports.
That's a week.
A lot of sports to go over here very soon.
Eating up.
It's gonna be the postseason of baseball, the beginning of NBA season, NHL season, and then almost in the middle of football season.
Okay.
This is prime time sports time.
We're getting there. We're absolutely getting there. Let's go into the next topic. So, you have any other NHL news or anything, Splinter or?
This is breaking.
No, I do not.
I'm not going to do the sounder for the other topics because it's not really a thing to joke about. What the next thing I'm going to bring up, but when I was going through stuff, there's a big news article that came out that popped up, and there was a soccer game in Indonesia that ended in a stampede, where 125 people died. And it's just, this is wild. The news reports were saying that the stadium was overcrowded, like it was over capacity. It sounded like the people regulating the people used a lot of force, like the police and security and whatnot. And then just people stampeded each other, and it was just wild. And I don't know where I want to go.
Crush of the crowd is just a terrifying thing.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. But
hearts go out to the victims and families.
Hopefully, people are held responsible for this as well. And if you're gonna put on an event that, even if it's gonna have thousands of people, or if it's gonna have 12 people, you need to make sure that things are safe for your audience. They're not coming to your event to get hurt,
To upset some people and not let them in.
What's that?
It's better to upset some people and not let them in.
Absolutely.
Than
Absolutely.
overcrowd.
Or, make sure you have the correct response for your security team, because this isn't the first time this has happened. It's not the only type of event that because it's like people are like, well, it was a soccer game and soccer fans get really wild. It has nothing. That's part of what happened, but it has nothing fully to do with it, because you see this type of stuff happening at big concerts as well. That the event staff and whoever are responsible for it aren't taking care of their fans. You saw it happen at that Woodstock thing, and it's the same type of thing.
A lot of violence at homecoming football games this year too. They had to finish the Park Center game, the second half. They had to clear all the fans out and play the second half in front of nobody last weekend.
Oh my! Man,
that's too bad.
Chill out. You're watching games. Also, don't beat these people up if you're trying to be a secure person.
Don't go to events with harm intent, right?
Yeah, that too.
It's okay to have fun.
It's not okay
People
to
gotta
hurt.
be fighting all the time.
So
Stop it.
Knock it off.
Knock it off.
James doesn't like that.
Yeah.
James does not like it. Okay.
Don't believe in it neither.
No.
Oh, wait. How does this song go again?
Oh yeah. Memory.
This is Fuzzy Memory Trivia time. This is when I ask the Hess questions, and that has a definitive answer, and they will answer that question with the correct answer. And if they get the answer correct, they get a point. And if they get the answer wrong, they don't get a point. It's kind of like trivia.
What if I have like a
it is
subjective
trivia.
definition of definitive?
Is there? Or is that fake?
Oh, maybe I do.
I don't know. Expert Andy, can you have a subjective? What did you just say?
I think it's up to the judges.
Oh yeah, and I'm the judge.
They're shaking their heads.
Okay. Sports trivia time, guys. You ready? Oh, what's the scores? Do we have scores? I don't know. I don't remember what the scores are.
0-3-6.
0-3 to 6.
0-3-2, I believe.
No. C-Dubs has 6 points.
I got 3.
J-Mez has 3.
J-Mose has 3.
J-Mose has 3. And Expert Andy has 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I'm new to the season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
What type of race is the Tour de France?
It's a
bicycle race.
That was a tie. So each person gets a point. How many sports were included in the 2008 Summer Olympics?
24.
Incorrect.
36.
Incorrect. 28. Sporting event is held every year on Memorial Day. What is it?
Rose Bowl.
Incorrect.
Nathan's Hot Dog Championship.
Incorrect. Indianapolis 500. What number sets to the right of the number 20 on a standard dartboard? What number sets to the right of the number 20 on a standard dartboard?
2.
Incorrect.
1.
Correct. 2 points. Splinter. In what year were women allowed to compete in modern Olympic Games, and in what sport?
1954, synchronized swimming.
Incorrect.
1962, and I'll say swimming.
Incorrect. 1900, tennis.
Tight.
Basketball player Scottie Pippen has a word tattooed on his forearm. What does it say?
Regerts.
Incorrect.
5.
Incorrect. Pip. What sport is... No, I can't say that name. How old was Tiger Woods when he won the Masters?
23.
Incorrect.
21.
Correct. 3 points.
Did you
Splinter.
say 31?
21.
Oh.
21.
In which sport are the terms stalefish and mule kick used? Mule kick and stalefish.
Skateboarding.
Incorrect.
Skateboarding.
Snowboarding. How long is free skate and figure skating?
5 minutes.
Incorrect.
90 seconds.
4.5 minutes for men and 4 minutes for women. William Howard Taft. Nope. That's an answer to a question. How many minutes was the longest recorded point in the history of tennis?
William Howard Taft.
Nope. Incorrect.
27.
Incorrect. 29. And that was...
Oh, wait. How does this song go again? Oh, yeah. Memory.
So, in that round, Splinter got 3 points, and J-Mez got 1 point. So, what are we at?
I got 4.
All together?
Yeah.
4 to 3 to 3 to 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember that for next week.
6, 4, 3, 3.
Please remember that. And with Fuzzy Memory Trivia being done, that brings us to the end of our episode.
Okay.
However, this season I do like to ask, was there anything that we didn't cover that you guys want to bring up or talk about, guys, for a quick sesh? A quick sesh and end of the
Like-
quick set.
like-
Blind refs, if you could make a sounder for a quick sesh at the end of the show.
Yeah,
Sounder.
do it.
Quick sesh of the end of the show sounder, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
some
that'd be
music.
great.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's the thing I wanted to bring up.
Nice.
You guys?
I just look forward to looking up some videos about surfing, because
No. This isn't the segment where we talk about what we're gonna do the next week.
Oh.
This is. Do we have any? Did we skip past anything that we should have talked about, or any
I
other
feel like I
topics?
skipped wanting to talk about surfing without having anything to say about it, and now I've accomplished it.
Okay. Splinter, did we forget anything that you wanted to talk about?
No. I think it was the perfect amount of coverage.
Okay. And Fuzzy,
Premium coverage.
Is there any last session that you want to do? No.
Yeah, you got any-
I don't have
Fuzzy,
anything
do you
else.
have anything?
I don't have anything else. So now we're at the segment of, hey guys, we're done. Have any big plans for the next week or up until we see you next winter?
Next winter.
Splinter. No, we're not going to wait till next
I
winter.
don't have plans yet. I'm gonna try to be. I'm gonna play it by ear.
You gonna just play it by ear? Okay.
Play it by ear.
Well, make sure to. We really appreciate you being Hest tonight, and tell your family that we love them. And
I'm gonna take it one day at a time.
They do a good job.
Try to score more points than the other team.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
James, what do you got going on this next week? Any plans?
Trying to do awesome things.
Yeah. Okay.
And be awesome, and then also be okay when it's not always awesome.
Okay.
You know, because that's something I'm doing is trying to be more awesome and giving myself permission to not have to do that all the time.
I like that.
We're all about self-compassion here.
What is up with you, Fuzzy? What you gotta do this next week? Are you gonna do some fuzzy things?
Me. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna hang out.
You know, chill.
Maybe have a fire in my backyard.
Oh, nice.
That'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
It's good fall activity. Get some hot cider.
I like that idea.
Just like you guys, take it one day at a time and try to just make sure that everything is chill and cool. And if it's not, then just be cool about it not being cool, because that's fine. And
The best you can.
do the best I can. Yeah, that's putting words into my mouth because.
Sorry.
No. Not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm saying that's a good thing.
Nice.
Because it is good to just chill and be cool about what's happening around you and not worry about it too much, right? Because
Taking in information.
there is as long as you communicate and look around, I think we'll all be good.
FuzzJockRadio.
It's nice to add a little, bit of character into the clubhouse, and I think he's gonna bring that over time.
It's something that I fear. I understand that I have responsibility.
To hit my first gritty in front of the London fans, so it was definitely exciting. I definitely had to get in the end zone this time for sure.